Hello everyone! Welcome to Hustle Cat, which is a visual novel this is probably not going to be blind? Kinda. I have seen three different, groups. This is also a dating sim. I've seen three different routes. But the one I think I'm going to aim for I have not seen, so if I actually succeed in it and don't end up on another route. But, yeah. I haven't done a visual novel in ages, and Amnesia Memories, I picked the wrong route, because I just have zero desire to go do the good ending, because even then I have to deal with just that. If you watch my Let's Play, you'll know. So this one I know won't do that to me. I don't think it will. Nothing I've seen so far suggests that. It's not gonna go like, I'm just gonna lock, the main character into the dog cage. Good ending or bad. It's just, I haven't seen that at all in this game. So, I'm excited for that. And also, I am not home this week at all, so I just knew recording my usual videos that would go up on a weekday. It would not happen. I would not be able to record enough, and even if I'd managed to do that, I probably would not be able to upload them all in advance. Because my computer, where I'm going, does not like uploading videos if they're edited. So yeah, here's a visual novel, which is I didn't read the bio because I'm horrible. I am. But what can I say without spoiling things? You are a person who ends up working at a cat cafe, and then things happen. There you go. And romance happens. And magic, maybe? We'll see. New game. Today's menu. Alright. Yeah. Select a photo. I love their eyes. They're so pretty. Let's go with this one. Name, Avery Gray. Pronouns. Let's do she, her. Address, pending. Degree? Yeah. That's a thing. Skills, breast management, nutrition consumption, mean creation. 12 WPM. I don't know what WPM stands for. And this is being posted on Greg's List. I love this character creation screen. I also like the variety and options they give you. So, this is me! So you're literally creating yourself in a weird way. Or at least you're creating something that reflects yourself better. Which I like. You're not just stuck on here's your one protagonist. This is it, no matter what. It's at least there's more character creation than I've seen in most visual novels. Anyways, I think I fell asleep on the couch again. Little lasers of sunlight are zapping right onto my face from the middle of the curtains. I think they've been specifically aimed to burn out my eyes. There's me! What is it, like noon? Jeez. Not my fault. I'm sleeping every day that I don't have to get up. It's oh, it's noon? I guess I should wake up. Oh well. This couch pulls you in like you're drowning in bread dough. My spine pops in loud protest as I swim free from the bread dough cushion trap. You just said bread dough twice. Oh, this is loud. Even though I turned down the volume to next to nothing. I'm going to have to apologize to Aunt Wendy. I'm probably leaving a dent in the shape of my ass in the cushions. Probably have to apologize for a couple things, actually. I was gonna say, at least my apartment is not this bad. I do. I do actually have a pizza box on the floor behind me. Because I need to take out my recycling. Yep. This is only a slightly messier version than my apartment. Oh, boy. It's also because I was not here this weekend. That's really the only reason why. It's not actually, no. I'm looking around now. Yeah, no, this is my apartment. I'll clean tomorrow. Okay, I know this looks bad, but it's almost not even my fault. I can't help that clutter is naturally drawn into my gravitational pull. Hey. One thing, if this is the first time you ever watched me do a visual novel, one reason why I do visual novels is because I am horrible at reading out loud and I'm horrible at pronouncing words, and it forces me to practice. And yeah. Honestly, it makes me feel a little Honestly, it makes me feel a little more comfortable, you know? Like I really live here instead of just like I'm a couch surfing at my aunt's. Or I'm living in a furniture catalog. Not that I'm ungrateful, and Wendy is awesome to let me use her apartment while she's away. She helped talk mom and dad into letting me come all the way out to the city too. She's pretty cool. I hear rustling behind me, like fingernails on cardboard. It makes me pause for a second, but I jump as I realize what it is. Hey, Moki, knock it off. Or Moki or Mochi? I think it's Mochi. Mochi, the living trash bag disguised as a cat, stares up indignantly from inside the pizza box. He's trying to scrape some dried-out cheese off the bottom again. My cat would do the same, honestly. It doesn't... my cat tries to steal human food all the time. I think he has actually stolen pizza from the box in the past. Oh my gosh. I forgot how much I related to this game on some points. It's been a while since I've watched it. His little mushed up face is probably trying to stare me down, but it's kind of hard to tell when he's looking with those crossed eyes. Mochi? Meow. I clap my hands a few times to break the stalemate. He jumps at the sound, then waddles back to the bedroom in defeat. Guess since I'm up too, I might as well go to whatever I'm going to do today. I shuffle to the curtains and throw them open. My laptop is still sitting open on the coffee table. Oh yeah, job searching, I guess. That's what I was going to do. I plop back down on the couch, already sinking back into the cushions, and take a look. Geez, there's so many tabs here. Which one did I leave Greg's list open in again? Not that one. This one? Or this one? Maybe this one? Nah, it's just another cat video. I was up all night watching Jelly Toner, the cat who balances donuts on her head. I have no idea how you get a cat to do something like that. Guess that's why Mochi and I aren't internet famous. I find the tab and start scrolling through listings again. It's not like anything new has gone up since yesterday, I bet. Sidewalk cleaner intern, college credit only, internet comments, section proofreader, fundraiser street team intern unpaid. Yeah, it's been like this all month. Can you really blame me for giving up on watching cat videos? I know this kind of thing is supposed to take time, but trying to tell that to mom, dad, and enough or my savings, any of those could send me back home at any time. And I really have to get this done before Aunt Wendy gets back. Just thinking about writing another cover letter is making my will to exist a road away. I'm gonna go for a walk. When I get here, I expect it to be buried in noise from the city's traffic and crowds, but it's actually pretty quiet. The apartment is on side street, far from the main street bustle. From here, the noises of the city are just a distant hum. It's comforting, like the buzz of an old tube TV. I have to walk like 20 minutes to get to the train from here, but I rarely leave the neighborhood, so it doesn't really matter. Still, living a small town life in the city, I guess. Whatever, I got plenty of adventure in this neighborhood. I can just set out in any direction, find something new, even if I've been down that way before. Sure, I get lost a lot too, but that's half the fun, right? I turn a corner at the end of the block and head up a tiny side street I haven't tried yet. Neatly arranged trash cans line the sides of the roads. I think I'm behind some stores right now. I'm expecting a dead end, but the road suddenly curves to right. It looks too narrow for cars, but the faded white lines marking the middle seem to claim some brave drivers could try their luck. I decided to follow the sharp bend in the road, but after I pass a tall partition, I'm surprised by what I see. A cat's paw? Ooh, a vending machine! And an arcade. A squat 3-story building, painted so ostentatiously bright it would be impossible to miss, sits in front of me. A cat's paw? Is this a pet store or something? Maybe I can get a dumb toy from Mochi. So I walk close to the front doors of the building. I don't see the aisles of pet foods I expected from the broad store windows. Instead, it looks like there are couches and tables in neatly arranged rows. Oh, so this is one of those pretentious restaurants with a pithy nonsense name, huh? I can feel my insides deflate and sink into my stomach. Just as I'm about to turn and continue walking, I notice a sign in a window that declares, "Now hiring. Inquire within." I'm hardly dressed for a job inquiry, but I might as well give it a shot, right? I look to the right as I walk up to the door and see a little orange and white cat lying belly up, sunning itself against the window. Doesn't seem terribly sanitary to have a cat in the restaurant, but whatever, I like cats. Bells tinkle delicately as I tug on the handle. The heavy door cracks open. The place is so classy it feels fake. It looks like a game board exploded in here. Isn't that what the place was like in Wonderland? Like with the cards and stuff? Is a purple cat just gonna start talking to me? Though none of them are purple, boy are there a lot of cats. I think I can count at least 8 right off the bat. They're all around the place, romping around the floor, sleeping on some of the built-in structures in the walls. I barely had time to take it all in when I hear a voice call out to me. Welcome, please sit wherever you like. I shuffle in place for a moment, at first unsure of where the voices come from, then of whether I want to sit or if I want to keep this strictly business. Actually, I start as the source of the voice looms in view. He appears suddenly from the second story landing, and covers the length of the floor in a few long strides. You look confused, sister. First time here? Would you like me to explain a bit about how the cafe works? I'd be happy to give you a tour. His eyes are gentle. He's one of the people who smiles with his entire body. It's possibly infectious. Actually, I'm here about the job. Yeah, I reread that. Oh! He pauses brief, but it worries me a little. Is it really that surprising that someone would come in and ask about a job? Did I do it wrong? Oh, great. We don't get a lot of responses. I think it's because Mr. Graves only puts the sign up in the window. He doesn't want to advertise anywhere. Good thing I came in then, huh? You're right. His smile is broad, but his eyes creep to the back of the cafe like he's looking for an escape. Okay, you can take a seat, and I'll go get the owner. He'll be able to tell you a little more about what he's looking for. You got it. Oh, and what's your name? Avery. Avery, cool. I'm Landry. Nice to meet you. Okay, I'll be right back. He bounds up the stairs and disappears. I begin to sit at the little cafe table, but freeze halfway as I hear a faint exclamation of dismay. It's followed by thundering footsteps, then by Landry's return. Avery, I'm so sorry. What? I didn't offer you any coffee. Would you like some? Oh, don't scare me like that. Sure. You got it. He vanishes in the back and reappears carefully, balancing a stark white mug atop a black saucer in one hand and a tiny cream in the other. Gently, he sets the mug and creamer before me. Forgot to ask how you take your coffee, so I brought you some milk. There's sugar on the table if you like. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll check with Graves this time. I mean it. Andrew bounds to the back room and is out of sight. A Siamese cat timidly peers at him as he goes, then directly at me with wide-eyed, worried look. I give it an awkward smile at the nod before I'm realizing I'm treating a cat like a stranger in an elevator. I dump most of the milk and 3 sugar packets into my coffee before I can get it to the consistency I like. I pour what should be a little splash of extra milk, but half the cream is where it spills in. It almost overflows. Meh. The cat looks at me like it's offended by what I just did. What? Like a cat knows anything about coffee? When Landry finally returns, he's not alone. This is Graves, the owner of the cafe. Graves, this is Avery. That music, though. He looks like he should own a bookstore that insists it sells tomes, not books. Yes, he does. Or maybe he sells crystals that balances your chakras. Or maybe this is what the owners of cat cafes look like. I've never seen. His eyes, they're 2 different colors. I can't focus on both of them at the same time. Which one am I supposed to look at? My attention is sucked into his icy blue eye. Was he wearing contacts to complete his dark Renaissance look? I think it was his eye. Yes, it was this. He had the eye of a vulture, a pale blue eye with a film over it. Whenever it fell upon me, my blood ran cold, and so by degrees, very gradually, made up my mind to take the life of the old man, and thus rid myself of the eye forever. Excuse me. Telltale Heart. You were looking at my eye. Kids, don't you read that in high school? Telltale Heart. Is that Edgar Allan Poe? That sounded like Edgar Allan Poe. Whatever it is, I did not read that, and if it is Edgar Allan Poe, we kinda read The Raven in elementary school, and by kinda, I mean we read most of it, and then didn't read the last couple stanza, and my teacher just went, finish it yourself. That's your writing assignment. You have to, finish this poem yourself, whether, short story or poem form. It's just let us finish or you can read us the rest of the poem. No, that's not what I'm gonna do. It's okay. I don't even think she ever read it to us after. I think I went and looked it up myself. Never had to read Edgar Allan Poe. Although, now that I'm doing an English minor, I'm sure that's going to change at some point. Yay. Anyways. Well, yeah, but Hydra's heterochromia. It's more common in cats than humans. What a weirdo. I'm not sure I want to work for a guy like this. Oh, cool! I didn't know that. I might as well humor him a bit. If this guy's gonna sign my paychecks, he can rattle off as many weird cat facts as he wants. Graves, would you mind telling Avery a bit about the place? I think it'd be good if you talk about what we do here. Graves looks like the notion is causing him physical pain. I'm not too keen on this idea either, Chief. You didn't do that already? Don't you think it sounds better coming from the owner? You're gonna be doing the interview anyways. Good point, Landry. This cafe would collapse into rubble without you around to keep me on track. Alright, Avery. I didn't prepare a speech, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm a little surprised to hear that, but I guess there aren't any Poe stories that he can quote for this situation. Hey, I was right. I like to take care of strays. Oh, what am I talking about? I did read another Edgar Allan Poe poem. Is it A Dream Within a Dream? Is that what that poem's called? I should know this, because I had to memorize it and repeat it. Multiple times. Don't remember any of it now. So yes, I've read 2 Edgar Allan Poe poems. That is it. I like to take care of strays. I like coffee. I like good desserts. I like a beautiful room. I want a place where I could have all those at once. That's how a cat's paw was born. The cats here are from the neighborhood. Usually they want to come here, so I don't have to convince them to come in. Forever home. Pithy. Hate that term. But the cats who want to be adopted are listed on the wall over there. I'm a good matchmaker for people and cats. I can tell who's a good fit for the cat's personality. If they meet my standards, they get a new family member. It's good to help them find homes like that. Well, if I had the room, I'd just keep them all. He totally means that, doesn't he? Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Cool, I get to be interviewed by a cat hoarder. I don't know if it's probably better that way, right? Who knows? Follow me, we'll talk on the 2nd floor. Before he finishes the sentence, he's already 3 steps up the stairs to the balcony. So much for the introduction to the cafe, I guess. I shake my head a little and follow him. After all, I really need a job. We make our way up to the 2nd floor balcony, which, except for us, is only occupied by those amazing looking cakes in the display case. I wonder if I can get a slice on my way out. Graves leans down over the balcony of the cafe and raises his voice to people below, or to the cats, I guess, since cats are the only thing I can see from here. Hayes, will you get us some coffee? Is that the chef? I haven't seen anybody here besides him and Landry. Or I already had a cup. Is that going to stop you from another? You can't have enough coffee, especially when Hayes is the one making it. As someone who doesn't like coffee, yes, you can. The more I think about it, unless it's frappuccinos, for some reason I can drink those. Barely. But that's like the closest thing to coffee I can drink. I don't think I met Hayes. You may have. You might not know yet. Graves folds himself into a slender chair at a corner table. He pushes the opposite chair away with his foot, nudging it just enough to turn it towards me. Come on, sit down. Let's talk. You don't have to be so stiff. Interviews are boring. Make it interesting for both of us. No pressure, huh? Graves sits with this sort of grim pomp, like he's sitting in a skull throne, and a raven's gonna land on his shoulder at any time. Maybe it's more like he's about to roll dice with a lot of sides. Gotta roll that D100. Why did I go D100 not D20? Probably because I was playing riffs last night. I bet he's a nerd. I take the seat across from him. Just so you're aware, we aren't starting without coffee. Okay. You can talk, of course. I meant the interview. Okay. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice a tiny slip of a blond man standing at the balcony entrance. I jump a little. When did he get here? I didn't hear anybody come up the stairs at all. Is this guy a ghost? Graves looks like the type to hire a ghost. He looks terrified by my shout. I think I scared him more than he scared me. Gingerly, he sets 2 mugs in front of Graves. Thank you, Hayes. We should give Avery the other mug. Also, heads up, this is the guy I'm going to try and romance. Yeah. I've like, the couple other characters I probably would want to romance, I've seen those. I have not seen his. And I haven't seen one other, of the main ones, so I'm gonna aim for him. But you should give Avery the other mug. Sounds like he's running a child to say thank you. Of course. Hayes glances up at me, eyes me for a millisecond before he suddenly finds something very important to focus on downstairs. pushes the cup towards me without looking back up. Thank you. Graves' rings clacks against the porcelain of the cup as he takes a drink. Perfect as always. I don't know what I'd do without your coffee. It's nothing special, really. He talks like it's the first time he's spoken today, quiet and a little hoarse. If that's alright, I'll go back to the cats. That's fine. Hay slips back down the stairs just as quietly as he arrived.